Good morning and welcome. Chituga Chinda, that's my name. Today, I shall continue with you on the narrative. In particular, we can put this in parenthesis, your dignity or the dignity of the human person. What is this? Dignity is the concept that you are worthy. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of being treated appropriately. What our law in Nigeria states is this. That is by section 34 of the constitution of this nation. All individuals, there are no exceptions, all individuals are entitled to the dignity of human person. This is not a choice. There is no option. It means that in our relationship, I owe it to you to treat you with the minimum dignity required of a human being. It doesn't matter how old you are, whether you are a baby, whether you are an old man, whether we are mates, or perhaps you're a little older. What is important is that I treat you with dignity. This is supposed to be the culture of this country. It also implies that you are not exempted either. Treat me or anyone around you with dignity. That means that as much as you reverence or dignify your pastors, as much as you reverence or dignify your political leaders, traditional heads, that you offer the same respect to the human being that you have brought into your home and called a domestic staff. That you offer the same respect to the woman you brought into your life to call wife, or the woman that you are dating. How does dignity come in with the narrative? This is simple. We have a political culture, especially here in Rivers State where I found myself. I'm certain it is not unique to the state. There is a political culture. And what is this culture? The culture is upon attainment of political office to disregard others that are supposedly of lower station, to treat people with indignity because you feel that you're of a higher station. I first heard the word in this particular context when I was at the university. That is oppression. In the oppress me, what happened? I'll tell you the story. I went to school with a colored file jacket. It's made of plastic. We were to submit assignments, bound, typed and bound. I typed and I used that colored jacket as my binding material after perforating the papers. Guess what? You the oppressor, so you the oppressor, so you the oppressor, so that was the theme of the day until that assignment was submitted. There actually is. Then I did not understand it, but now I understand better. There actually is a culture of oppression. This culture is not limited to the political class. It is very well prevalent amongst all of us. You see it in church, and churches take advantage of it in order to raise funds. You see it wherever you go. Nigerians are struggling to make themselves into a class society. There is this desperation to stratify the country into the elites and the have-nots. I'll give you an example. The senator from Ebonyi State defending Godswill Akpabio in the whole Natasha issue. You heard what he said to the former minister. I'm not justifying whatever the former minister did, Oby Ekwesili. I think she deliberately provoked him. I also think he did not act with the dignity that is expected of him. That's that aside. But the point I'm making is that he took his time to stratify society. You are a former minister, I am a senator in the social ranking of this country. I am ahead of you. Nowhere is that written. But apparently, he believes in the truth of what he's saying, because he said that in the heat of passion. He let out his honest thoughts. I'm not here to condemn him because I don't believe he is the only one. As a matter of fact, as it stands, if you replace the 469, that is 109 senators and 360 House members, with random Nigerians from their constituencies, most likely the result will be the same. So it is our ethos. It is an ethos that needs to be addressed. It is an ethos that runs against the spirit of the Constitution. It is an ethos that politicians will take advantage of, abuse, and confuse you. How can they confuse you with this? Because you are always given the option of joining a political class, the elites. It's an effective bribe. Most people would want to become part of the elite. But what makes a person an elite? As per our social and political culture, for the most part, it is your ability to spend money. But is that so? Actually, what makes a person an elite are his value sets or her value sets. What does she believe? How does she conduct herself? How does that belief govern her life? Here's the belief that I am propagating, that I wish for you to hold to heart. It is not new, it is not alien, it is not strange, especially for those of us here down south in Rivers State, that all men were made equal and every man should be given his due. You are worthy of respect and should be treated with the respect that you deserve. Nobody gives you respect. It inheres in you. It is yours, God-given. What our law merely does is recognize it, guarantees it. But as per you having it, you were born with it, regardless of the political culture. So today, I charge you with this responsibility. This is for you, this is for I. It's for every single person that can hear what I have to say. Appreciate the dignity of another person. You cannot appreciate the dignity of another person because you do not appreciate your own dignity. If you did appreciate your own dignity, you should be able to understand the commonality amongst you and any other person. Dignity does not mean suppressing or oppressing another person. You do not become a better person by putting your boot over the neck of another. It is a prevalent culture in this country. I go arrest you. It is a prevalent culture in this country. You get money, I will deal with you. It is a prevalent culture in this country. But there is no need to complain, no need to be scared, no need to cry about it. All that is required is that you, the individual, understands that dignity flows from within, that you do not have to subject another person to indignity before you can perceive your own dignity. That you owe it to society, to yourself actually, to treat other human beings, regardless of station, regardless of wealth, with respect. Thank you for listening. If you have anything to say, I would love to hear what you have to say. Please put it in the comment section. I will respond accordingly. Thank you for always listening. Have a wonderful week ahead of you. Bye.